Okay, we are on the main menu, and now we're going to select from the main menu the Winchester copy job setup screen. Okay, you have some jobs in there very close to the new job coming on, so we're going to simulate doing a new job from a copy. So we're going to select 95949C-1. And as the yellow box tells us, that's where we want to go. Then we want to load the measurement parameters into the grid. And there they are loaded. Notice that the new mold set name now has become yellow, and that's the next step that we want to take. We want to name it some name. Okay, so now we have done that. So now we want to select a measurement that needs to be changed for our new item. So I'm just going to pick max A, load it. I'm going to come up and change this value to 0. And then I'm going to save the parameters to the grid. And on max A, you now see that 32.530 lines up to the high limit. So we have saved that. Now I want to look for a parameter that is not in the grid. So I'm going to enter T. I'm going to search through here and depress T. I want to change depress T load limit. So as I'm told here, I click the desired measurement by clicking into the mold set number, which I just did. It's in the grid. And now I want to change the low limit to be 00.300. And then I want to save that to the grid. And as you see, now it's 33.300. That's all the measurement that I want to deal with. I have fixed the new job. So now I want to save it to the database. So I click on Save New Mold Set Parameters to Database. And as you can see, they are one by one being loaded to the database. Very simple screen to work with. And it loads and checks each parameter to the database, and it will not load duplicate parameters to the database. So that's a very good thing. So it takes a little bit to go through. There are actually 111 items, as you can see in total row, being loaded to the database, and when it's completed, it will let you know, and then we'll be ready to return to the main screen to do our next operation. Now, if for any reason that any of the parameters are not met, for instance, the new mold set, this will blink red and tell you to change it here. So we should be getting pretty close to the end of the file. Like I said, it's a little slow only from the standpoint that I check row by row to make sure everything's correct before it gets loaded to the database. So when it gets loaded to the database, we will go and check the database to make sure that our new job has been loaded. And as you can see, we're getting very close to the end of the file. Okay, the file's done. So we hit return. Okay, we are now done with that. We have returned back to the main screen, which gives us the main job setup, the customer setup, the copy, and the measurement name if we want to add new measurements. So now let's check our database. We check our database, okay, and so we want to select particular rows that we have just put in, and so we'll go okay, execute it, and we will see that there is our new database number that we just loaded, the 99885C. All the parameters are loaded in our database. So we were successful. Thank you.